Hey guys, Chris from the Car Collection Dublin here, just like to welcome you all back to the channel. I'd like to thank you all for the support on the GT4 video that came out last week, or the week before that, depending. I'm a little bit busy over the next couple of weeks from when I'm recording this video, so I honestly cannot tell you when this will be out. But thank you for the support in the other videos nonetheless. But today it's all about the A45. We're going to be starting the cosmetic transformation process in the form of a few bits, such as these side skirts I have in carbon fiber. I have a new diffuser to go in the car, new exhaust tips, badges, etc. So we'll just get right into it. I suppose it'll be the easiest thing. So the first thing I've decided to change, as you can see, is the rear taillights. These are actually the facelift taillights from the W177 model of the A-Class. And you can see the difference here. I hold them up slightly. You can see, well, obviously this is a different side, but you can see this one has a really nice design. And it's a simple plug and play system. The cable actually comes with the headlights. I bought these second hand off somebody, selling them in Arklow and Wicklow. Thank you to him, gave me a nice little deal on them. He was getting rid of his car, so he was getting rid of some parts. So yeah, let's just crack straight onto this. Gonna set up the GoPro, ideally if it fits on this thing, the garage door maybe. But yeah, let's just crack right into it. So while reviewing the footage of this video, I soon realized my arse was more prominent than any work I was doing during the GoPro montage. A snippet of this can be seen right about now. Yeah, I don't want to look at that for over a minute. I'm sure you guys don't, so we're just going to move on. So the one thing that was pointed out to me when I bought this kit off the guy was that the headlights are actually of a left-hand drive car, but I didn't think that made a difference until this tiny little tab on the right side is prohibiting me from putting it in this connector. So I'm going to use my trusty little PowerFix Stanley blade, cut off that little tab and get it plugged in. So yeah. So as you can see, a little bit of DIY later, we have a fully connected taillight. I'm going to tidy all this up on this side first, turn the car over, make sure everything on this is working, and then I'll quickly compare it to the old ones, and then we'll move on to the right side of the car. So let's get cracking on that. So as you can see, here is the new one with the kind of Y-shaped daytime running lights, and on the right side you can see the kind of U. I really think these are a solid upgrade in these cars. It really ages the back in the best way possible. Gonna throw you back on the GoPro stuff, and we're gonna go ahead and do the other side. My only concern is the panel gaps look a bit weird here, but they don't at the same time. Like, it doesn't look wrong. I feel like my OCD might be a bit OTT here as per, but sure, look, we'll throw on the other side. I'll see what it looks like, and if it looks the same, then we're grand. I'm honestly not like mad at it. It looks pretty slick, so yeah, let's just keep moving on. So as you can see, the new one is also fully functional, which is awesome. The back of the car looking really nice and tidy now. Of course, these take away a few years off the back of the car. Next up, well, technically not next up today, but next up in the general order of things would be the Pica / correct me in the comments, diffuser that's in another room, still yet to be painted. And I also have diamond black C63S tailpipes to go with that as well. So that's going to look slick. But before that comes onto the car, it'll actually be after the PPF process. We're going to move on to these side trims. I got to get these off. They are an absolute bitch to get off. So we're going to go ahead and try that. I have full carbon fiber replacements for these. So yeah, let's go straight ahead into that.
One eternity later.
So that, if you couldn't tell, was very much a struggle, but it's off. And I then realized I had the wrong piece. So the wrong side piece. Sorry, we had the correct bit of car. We just had the wrong side. So this should line up much better. Yes, okay. So now I just need to get the double-sided tape off this. The worst part is I'd already taken the double-sided tape off the other side. So let me just struggle with this for 2 seconds. Trust me, there's no like particularly easy way to get that side skirt off. Like there's a lot of stuff like using heat to soften the plastic on the clips to avoid breaking them. I spent 20 minutes trying to pry off the first set of clips, and then as soon as I got them off, almost half of it came off as well, just with a bit of force. With a healthy bit of force, not like vicious amounts. So I'll get this in now. Trying to place this. This lines up perfectly with all the previous clips, once it's installed correctly, of course. With that, there's one carbon side skirt in with a horrendous amount of effort, but it's on, it's in, it's on. Thankfully, we've only got one more side to do. So I'm actually going to reverse the car around. The space did actually make such a difference. So I'm going to clean up, reverse the car around, and we're going to go at the other side. So yeah, see you in a second. And great ordeal / struggle later, and we have carbon on both sides. Looking pretty nice. Show you the other side again. Of course, our tail lights, which we did earlier. Very nice indeed. And then last but not least, I don't know why these would have been debadged at factory, but obviously some people prefer them, some people don't. These will go nicely somewhere around here to tell everybody the fact that this isn't an A180 diesel, it's an A45 AMG. And yeah, just tidies them up nicely. Of course, the car's been PPF, so if anyone knows about that, the car has to be entirely debadged for the process. I have replacement AMG badges, I have replacement A45 badges, I have a replacement one of these coming, even though this actually just sits in and it's screwed on, but I have a new one of them coming anyways. That's all staying chrome. All the badges are staying chrome just to keep, because there is a subtle amount of chrome left on the car that I really like the kind of contrast of, so we're going to keep that on, but otherwise, the A45 is sitting pretty slick as is, huh? So what's the story, guys? You join me on a completely different day from the last shot of this video. As you can see outside, it is absolutely miserable. So we're in the A6, something nice and cozy, nice and sensible, nice and slow compared to everything else, just to take it easy in the weather, because it is absolutely grim today. We're actually on our way to Flawless Detailing in Drogheda. Have a couple nice pieces of carbon that I have to install on the car before the PPF process continues. So we're gonna just keep sucking up the miles here. We're only about 30 minutes away, so when I get there, I'll reach back to the camera and I'll let you know what we're doing and I'll show you around. Rightio guys, so I'm now back in the A-Class in Flawless Detailing. As you can see, we have a lovely replacement here, but first of all, I've already disconnected the battery before anyone looks at me doing something stupid with an airbag. So first of all, we're gonna, yeah, there's one side out. There's literally just two little holes here that you kind of need to pierce with a screwdriver first. And then once you've gotten in there, you need to kind of, well, you're supposed to use a screwdriver for all of this, but honestly, once you're through, you can kind of just, there we go. And that's our airbag out without blowing myself up. That is ideal. All we got to do then is disconnect this from the inside, I believe. Right, there we go. One airbag out. Lovely and safely. No damage done either side. We're all still good. Okay, so there we go, airbag safely removed. Now I need to remove 1, 2, and then there's 2 on the inside of this. So I'm going to get those off real quick, and then that'll release this whole mechanism and the buttons. So yeah, let me just get onto that. So here you can see we have 1, 2, 3 on either side, and then this will free up the button clusters on either side. And then I can put those in the new insert, and then we can reassemble everything. So let me get onto this real quick, and I'll show you what it looks like in here, and then we get the whole thing reassembled. So as you can see now, we have our full button clusters back in, all nice and clicky and functional. This is all screwed back in, as you can see, connected back in either side. So all we got to do now is reconnect that airbag. Hope it doesn't explode. Reconnect the battery, put down the bonnet, and make sure all of this stuff's working, make sure all of this stuff's working. And then we get to move on to the mirrors, which I am 110% not looking forward to. Because if you've worked on a Mercedes before, a lot of the parts, especially on MB World, people are like, it feels like you're breaking it when you're doing it right. So I don't like to think I'm about to break something, so it will be fairly interesting. But yeah, let's just get on to it. Right, so next up we have these lovely gloss carbon mirrors. They need to go on here. Look a bit like that. But to get this off, you have to, like, it feels like you're going to break it. So I've already started the process here. I'm just going to go ahead and go through the removal off camera just because I want to have full concentration of it. But yeah, you can see we have it pried off here. Just need to lift the whole unit off in one go. So yeah, I'll be back in 2 seconds. So as you can see, we have our mirrors on now, nice and secure. There's a bit of an ordeal because I have to remove the whole light cluster as well to put it back on, but we're looking pretty nice. So that is that side. You see this side as well. Really pops nicely with the other carbon. So yeah, I'm really happy how today turned out. So fast forward a few weeks later, we are back in flawless detailing to pick up the A45. So in a moment, we're going to walk through door in the far corner and we're going to get the car. So yeah, stay tuned. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video on the A45. I do apologize for the general choppiness of the whole thing. It was recorded over like a 4 to 5 week period, so the planning process was a bit iffy. And then there was a few days while I was recording that I was actually under time pressure while recording, which results in kind of lacking of coverage. And obviously my attire wasn't the most appropriate for some of the GoPro stuff, so I had to chop out a bit, and that's just me being more self-conscious more than anything. But it means I'm happy with the video overall. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a thumbs up. Don't hurt yourself here doing that. If you really liked it, there's a subscribe button below. It's not important though if you don't want to press it. Alongside the notification bell, I wouldn't press it on most channels, so don't if you don't want to. And of course, check us out on Instagram. The link is always below. All of your continued support is seriously appreciated, guys. And I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Anyways, have a good day.